नमस्कार व्यूअर्स, मैं सीए संकित भंडारी एक बार फिर हाजिर हूँ फाइनेंस जॉकी पर एक नई सब्सिडी लेकर के। और मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि आज जो ये सब्सिडी में लेकर के आया हूँ वो प्रोफेशनल ब्रदर्स और हॉस्पिटल्स के लिए है। हमारे डॉक्टर्स और जो हमारे हॉस्पिटल्स हैं वो सतत इस कोरोना काल में बहुत ज़्यादा मेहनत कर रहे हैं और उन्हीं के लिए सब्सिडी है। तो मुझे अति प्रसन्नता है इस सब्सिडी को एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए। इसका नाम है एमपी हेल्थ सेक्टर इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रमोशन स्कीम 2020। और यह जो स्कीम आई है वो जो 2016 में स्कीम आई थी उसको सुपरसीड करेगी, उससे पहले वाली भी जो स्कीम है उनको भी सुपरसीड करेगी, किंतु उसमें जो बेनिफिट्स हैं वो कंटिन्यू रहेंगे यदि किन्हीं को मिले हैं तो। पर ये जो स्कीम आई है इसमें जो क्लॉजेस दिए हुए हैं वो सुपरसीड करेंगे। यही एकमात्र स्कीम है जो अवेलेबल है हॉस्पिटल्स एंड डॉक्टर्स के लिए सब्सिडी देने के लिए, गवर्नमेंट इंसेंटिव देने के लिए। आइए इसको हम डिटेल में समझते हैं कि क्या स्कीम है यह। इस स्कीम में मेडिकल एस्टेब्लिशमेंट्स को 5 भागों में बांटा गया है, कैटेगराइज किया गया है। द फर्स्ट कैटेगरी इज मल्टी स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल कैटेगरी 1 और ग्रेड 1, मल्टी स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल ग्रेड 2 एंड सुपर स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल, इंडिपेंडेंटली फंक्शनिंग हेल्थ केयर यूनिट, मेडिकल कॉलेजेस इंक्लूडिंग नर्सिंग कॉलेजेस। आइए समझते हैं हम कि इस स्कीम में जिस अमाउंट के ऊपर हमें सब्सिडी मिलने वाली है या गवर्नमेंट इंसेंटिव मिलने वाले हैं उसमें इन्वेस्टमेंट की डेफिनेशन क्या है, इन्वेस्टमेंट में क्या इंक्लूड रहेगा क्या एक्सक्लूड रहेगा, हम डिटेल में समझते हैं। क्या इंक्लूडेड, तो जो कंस्ट्रक्शन, सिविल कंस्ट्रक्शन आपने किया है मेडिकल एस्टेब्लिशमेंट के लिए वह इंक्लूडेड रहेगा। प्लांट एंड मशीनरी इक्विपमेंट्स यूज्ड इन दैट मेडिकल एस्टेब्लिशमेंट विल बी इंक्लूडेड। एंड व्हाट इज एक्सक्लूडेड, एक्सक्लूडेड इज द लैंड कॉस्ट, जो जिस पैसे से आपने जमीन खरीदी है वो पैसा उसके ऊपर सब्सिडी नहीं मिलेगी, वो इन्वेस्टमेंट में काउंट नहीं होगा। इसका मतलब ये कतई नहीं है कि उसके ऊपर लोन नहीं मिलेगा, लोन के लिए वो इन्वेस्टमेंट काउंट होगा किंतु सब्सिडी नहीं मिलेगी उसके ऊपर। एंड द वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायर्ड टू रन दैट पर्टिकुलर मेडिकल एस्टेब्लिशमेंट, हॉस्पिटल एंड कॉलेजेस, इट इज नॉट कंसिडर्ड एज द इन्वेस्टमेंट कॉस्ट। एक क्विक लुकअप देखते हैं। इंक्लूडेड बिल्डिंग कॉस्ट, प्लांट एंड मशीनरी इक्विपमेंट्स, यस इट इज इंक्लूडेड। एंड एक्सक्लूडेड इज द लैंड कॉस्ट एंड द वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट। मल्टी स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल कैटेगरी और ग्रेड 1 हॉस्पिटल्स includes 2 or more specialties, as well as it should have the ICU, diagnostic center, major or minor OT, labor room, pharmacy, etc. And the 3 specific conditions to be multi-specialty hospital category 1 is minimum capital investment should be 5 crores, 5 crores या उससे ज्यादा इन्वेस्टमेंट होना चाहिए। एटलीस्ट 30 बेड्स शुड बी देयर, 30 या उससे ज्यादा बेड्स होने चाहिए। एंड एंट्री लेवल एनएबीएच एक्रेडिएशन, ओनली एंट्री लेवल, फाइनल लेवल एक्रेडिएशन की इसमें आवश्यकता नहीं है। मल्टी स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल कैटेगरी 2, the same as the multi speciality category 1 and category 2, it should have ICU, OT, minor or major, labor room, diagnostic center, but the condition is the minimum investment should be 15 crores to categorize as category 2 and minimum number of beds should be 100 along with the entry level NABH accreditation। यहां पर भी final accreditation compulsory नहीं है NABH से। Third category is super speciality hospital. Super specialty includes the tertiary healthcare hospitals whose those are engaged in the diagnostics of one or more super specialty। यहाँ पे 2 या more नहीं कहा गया है, यहाँ पे 1 or more super specialty should be there and the specific 3 conditions are the minimum capital investment should be 12 crores, as well as there should be minimum 50 beds and out of those 50 beds 25% should be reserved for the super specialty। It means if it is 50 beds then at least 13 beds should be reserved for the super specialty। And here the most important is the final level NABH accreditation is required। In multi specialty hospitals category 1 and 2 only entry level is required, but in super specialty hospital NABH accreditation should be at the final level। The fourth category is independently operating healthcare units or the clinics or standalone healthcare centers। It has minimum capital investment of 50 lakhs, the first condition। The second condition is the medical infrastructure except civil construction and building, there should be 75%. Out of this 50 lakhs, at least 75% should be invested in the machineries, plant and equipment. And here this standalone healthcare center, the name itself says that it should not be attached to any hospital or the part of any medical establishment. There is no expansion as such covered under this standalone category. Now, the last fifth category is medical college or nursing college. Medical college, the capital investment minimum required is 150 crores, the first condition, and the second condition is it should be registered or accredited by the competent authority. The same is for the nursing colleges. After these 5 classifications according to the services, we have the territorial as well as geographical classifications also. The districts in the Madhya Pradesh are divided into 3 categories: category A, category B and category C. This categorization is for the purpose of helping the backward district and discriminating on the basis of the percentage of subsidy. So the lowest subsidy will be given in category A and the highest subsidy will be given in the category C district. Now, in Madhya Pradesh, the Bhopal, Indore, Ujjain, Jabalpur, Gwalior, Devas, these are the 6 districts categorized as category A. And as you see on your screen, that there are various districts of the Madhya Pradesh categorized in category B and category C. Now we'll see the capital subsidy available for this district in the various categories, the 5 categories. Now the capital subsidy available for the first 4 categories, that is multi-speciality hospital category 1 and 2, super specialty hospital and the independently healthcare units. In category A district, the subsidy is 30% subject to the maximum limit in the respective category. Category B district, it is 40% and category C, it is 50% of the कैपिटल इन्वेस्टमेंट. जो हमने इन्वेस्टमेंट्स पहले देखा था, सबसे पहले उसमें इंक्लूडेड जो रहेगा प्लांट एंड मशीनरी और इक्विपमेंट्स एज वेल एज सिविल कंस्ट्रक्शन, उसका 30%, 40%, 50% इन कैटेगरी ए, बी एंड सी रेस्पेक्टिवली डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स. Especially for the independently operating healthcare units, those are clinics. Here the special condition is that in category A district, it should be out of the municipal area. If it is in the municipal area, there is no subsidy. If it is out of the municipal area in this particular district, then only the subsidy of 50% will be given. Till now, we have seen that what is the subsidy available for the capital investment in the various categories. But along with this, there is also one of the incentive, that is allotment of land from the government at a very concessional rates. And this allotment of land can be can be sought from the government for the new eligible projects. Only for new eligible projects it is there. For expansion of any of the medical hospital, there won't be any allotment of land. For only new units or the new medical establishment, this allotment of land can be sought from the government. As well as in category A, only land will be allotted out of municipal areas. In municipal area, no allotment of land can be done for the medical establishment. As well as in category B and C, the government is trying to allot the land in this category only, so that the medical facilities would be available in all the districts of Madhya Pradesh. Once the application for the allotment of land is accepted, the land will be allotted for the medical establishment, and there is a condition that within 1 year the project should mandatorily commence. 1 साल के अंदर आपका प्रोजेक्ट शुरू हो जाना चाहिए. As well as DCCO, date of commencement of commercial operations, shall be within 2 years from the date of in principle approval, with 1 year cure period, means additional 1 year would be allotted in special condition. But even after this, if this medical establishment is not having its DCCO or the project is not started, automatically the allotment of land will stand cancelled. Once the land is allotted for particular purpose of setting up the sanctioned medical establishment, it should be used for that purpose only. This allotted land cannot be sold or donated or otherwise transferred to anyone for any other purpose. Only medical establishment can run on this. It cannot also be subleased. आप इसको किराए पे नहीं दे सकते हैं. as well as non-compliance of any condition will lead to the cancellation of the allotment. So be very cautious about the use of land. The area of land allotment as well as the rate of concession is defined in all the three categories, category A, category B and category C district. So the concession given for the multi-speciality hospital A and B category and super speciality hospital, the rate of concession is 40%. It means if the rate of land is 100 rupees, it would be allotted to you at rupees 60. 40% concession will be given. In category B and C, the 75% concession will be given, subject to the maximum area allowed to be allotted for this particular purpose. For medical colleges, the rate of concession in category A district is 75% and category B and C is 100%. Along with this, if the land is allotted on this particular land, if there is medical establishment, there is one more concession or the subsidy. Though the rate of subsidy will gradually decrease, the rate of subsidy in category A will be 20%, category B it is 30% and category C it is 40%, which was otherwise 30, 40 and 50. 10% subsidy will be reduced because the concessional rate of land is given to the particular establishment. There are two types. The first medical establishment where land is not allotted by the government, there would be 30%, 40% and 50% subsidy. But if land is allotted by the government, so along with the concession received in allotment of land, there would be a subsidy, but the subsidy will definitely decrease by 10%, that is 20%, 30% and 40% in the respective districts. Also, this subsidy is available for the expansion and upgradation of the medical establishment, but every expansion there is minimum requirement of increase in 50% beds. 50% beds capacity should be incremental. There are few exceptions to it. You can see on your screen. There are few conditions for the capital subsidy which should always be considered while applying as well as enjoying this subsidy. So the title of land should be in the name of medical establishment. So the land cannot be taken on rent. It should be in the ownership of the medical establishment only. The construction of project should commence within 1 year from the date of in principle approval. Once you get the in principle approval, the commencement of the project should start within 1 year. Then subsidy should be utilized for the repayment of loan only. So indirectly there is a condition that at least to the amount of subsidy there should be loan. Say you are getting a subsidy of 40%, so at least project का 40% आपको लोन लेना होगा ताकि वो repayment के लिए काम में आ जाए. Then we have this subsidy will be disbursed in the 3 tranches. 3 टुकड़ों में ये सब्सिडी दी जाएगी. आगे हम समझते हैं अभी कि किस तरह से इसकी ट्रेंचेस हमें रिलीज होंगी. Also, the very specific condition is that we have to give the bank guarantee amounting to the 110% of the amount of that particular tranche of subsidy in favor of government while availing that particular amount of subsidy. For example, if we are getting a tranche of rupees 1 crore, so the bank guarantee should be given for the amount of 1 crore 10 lakhs in favor of government from any scheduled commercial bank. The capital subsidy will be released in 3 tranches, 25%, 25%, 50%, and the conditions are given on your screen. These are the few conditions and the stages where this particular subsidy will be released to you. This was all about the subsidy for the medical establishments to be established, proposed to be established in Madhya Pradesh. Also, if you do have any queries, you can write me in the chat box or you can email me also. I would be very happy to serve you, the doctors, the paramedical staff, the hospitals, because you being the most serving people in this pandemic time, this COVID time, आपने जिस जज्बे के साथ देश की सेवा की है, यदि मैं आपके थोड़े भी काम आ पाया, ये वीडियो यदि आपके थोड़े भी काम आ पाया सब्सिडी लेने के लिए, तो मैं अपने आप को बहुत खुशनसीब समझूंगा. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
हमारे इस वीडियो को लाइक करें एंड शेयर करें एंड सब्सक्राइब करें हमारे इस चैनल को एंड बेल आइकन को प्रेस करना ना भूलें.